Welcome back to the Smugsy Show. I'm Smugsy, your host, identifying as the Barstool Cougar. Every Wednesday we meet here to talk about important things and important people. This week, it's Kirk Minahan 4.5 in Saco, the live show at the Saco Drive In on Saturday night that I attended, and why I've been shadow banned. But first, the Smugsy Show is presented to you by Smugsiggies, sleek and elegant organic cannabis ciggies rolled in all-natural, locally sourced paper. Look for Smugsiggies in the pretty indigo and marigold packs. Okay, Saturday night. Where to begin? Saco 3, a couple weeks ago. I happened to be cruising up Route 1 and went into the Kirk Minahan show drive-in that night and saw the beginning of the end of Justin, really. That was when we really saw the writing on the wall that he was unraveling. As you may recall, he ran up accidentally a catering bill of close to $30,000, and so the show had to have a redemption show last Saturday. And, because I care, I'm a villain, but I do care, I called into the show, and I was like, hey, if we're going to have a redemption show, how about a TikTok video for charity? Me and Kirk do the Linda and Heather dance song, right? Raise money for mental health. Kirk was like, why don't you get into a violent car crash and become more disfigured or, something like that. Obviously racist. But, I don't care about that woke stuff so much. I really mostly just care about Justin. So I was like, I'm going to get a ticket. So I got a ticket and I called the Saco 4.5 because apparently I'm the only one who got a ticket to the second show on Saturday night. Smugsy Girl, thank you for your purchase. The Kirk Minahan Drive-In Show number 2. Number BS 797. Time 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. So Saturday rolls around and, when I'm not playing Smugsy Girl here with you and having so much fun and really helping make the world a better place by doing the show, I have a job, a very big job. And on Saturday, I was very busy all day working, hard work. Unbeknownst to me, beginning at around 2, all the other Minifans who went to Saco 4.0 started drinking and smoking pot at around 2. So by the time I got to the show at, for the 8:30 show, the drive-in was pitch black because of an electrical malfunction, I believe, but the audience was quite lit. And you know what happened? I almost got into a violent car crash because I couldn't see without my lights on, and but I didn't, and found a parking spot, and I beeped and I shined because it was funny, and beeping is fun at a comedy show, and the shining had to do with the fact that I didn't know how to turn off the lights inside my car. I have a Toyota Camry hybrid, and it comes with five manuals, but none of them tell you how to watch a show at a drive-in. And so my screens and my lights kept blinking, and I was like a lighthouse until I threw some jackets over all the lights and settled in with my Friendly's Fribble cup alternating between Perrier and a nice Sauvignon Blanc. And I enjoyed the show. I especially enjoyed the length of the show. I got there right around, I guess, before 8:30, and it was over by 9. I didn't have to touch anyone or talk to anyone, which was great. I enjoyed Monkey Boy and the Knives Out sweater skinny kid with the falsetto. His silly drunk antics were somewhat entertaining. The video's creative. Kirk was pretty funny sometimes. Blind Mike, annoying as usual, but Dave Cullinane, I thought, did a good job. I beeped, and then I had to pee, because the Fribble cup is big, as you know, and so I left my car, unfortunately, with a lot of ringing and bells and whistles made it to the ladies' room, and that was the second thing I really liked about the show. There was no line. In fact, there was nobody else in the ladies' room, which is unheard of, really, at a live show. By the time I got back to the car, I was going to pick up the flowers that I'd gotten for Justin, a couple dozen roses. First, I had them arranged in a nice vase, but I thought glass was a little dangerous, given the temperament. So I arranged them in a bucket and was going to present them, but that guy who sat down in the chair, he kind of muscled his way in. So I went back to the car and the show was over. I left the flowers on the curb and made my way home. And my takeaway is this: Justin, the writing's on the wall. The Kirk Minahan show is breaking up with you, and you have an opportunity to write your own narrative, and that's where I come in. That's my purpose here on the Smugsy show, is to help you. Hashtag fuck cancel culture. Define yourself. There'll be other reality podcasts. It's not your fault, okay? It's Big Cat's fault. Let's face it. He's the Mountain Dew pusher. The man behind me. You got the Sackler family, and then there's Big Cat. Just pushing Mountain Dew. You know that Mountain Dew causes Mountain Dew mouth. It's like meth mouth. People like Justin, people from Appalachia, they're especially prone to Mountain Dew mouth. And yet, Big Cat, push, push, push. You might as well just shoot up that caffeine and that yellow dye number 5 right in those chubby arms of his. It's a real shame. Big Cat praying for Kelly Martin's Flower Girl bridal dress, and yet pushing tartazine, that's the chemical in Mountain Dew, that with flame retardant on poor Justin. Justin, there are better days ahead. Take it from me, Smugsy girl. Define yourself. Fuck cancel culture. And, speaking of cancel culture, you may be wondering, so Smugsy, why were you shadow banned this week? It wasn't just Dave Portnoy. It was you too. I mean, you saw it. My numbers went like 500 followers, just like that. Now, many of them were men from Afghanistan and Pakistan, the kind of guys that if you buy Twitter followers, you get them. So I think that they shadow banned me because of my stand on the Taliban, and that is fuck the Taliban. Okay, fuck cancel culture and fuck the Taliban. Yeah, that's right. That's here on the Smugsy show. That's one of our values. And so, shadow banned by the Taliban in Afghanistan. Bring it. And that's it for this week's show. I hope you follow me on Twitter @SmugsyGirl. Leave a comment, subscribe to this show, and until next week, this is Smugsy's Girl. Take care.